Mahabhiriva Charanam. Dhyamappa brought up the rear, carrying the other lantern. We made our way across the village. Aji walked with ease, and while I stumbled beside her. It was cold, and I did not know the way. All the time, Aji kept up a constant stream of instructions for Hussain and Dhyamappa. Hussain, when we reach, fill the large drums with water. Dhyamappa will help you. Boil some water, burn some coal, put all the chickens and lambs in the shed. See that they don't come wandering around. Finally, we reached Hussein's house. Perambi's cries of pain could be heard coming from inside. Hussein and Perambi lived alone. They were poor farm laborers who worked on daily wages. Their neighbor Mehboobi was there, attending to Perambi. Seeing Aji, she looked relieved. Now there is nothing to worry. Ambaka, I has come. Aji washed her feet and hands and went inside the room with her paraphernalia, slamming the doors and windows shut behind her. Outside on the wooden bench, Hussain and Dhyamappa sat awaiting further instruction from Aji. I was curious to find out what would happen next. Inside, I could hear Aji speaking affectionately to Perambi. Don't worry, delivery is not an impossible thing. I have given birth to 10 children. Just cooperate and I will help you. Pray to God to give you strength. Don't lose courage. In between, she opened the window partly and told Hussain, I want some turmeric powder. I can't search in your house. Get it from Mehboobi's house. Dhyamappa, give me one more big bowl of boiling water. Hussain, take a new can tray, clean it with turmeric water, and pass it inside. Dhyamappa, I want some more burning coal. The pious, gentle Aji was a dictator now. The next few hours were punctuated by Perambi's anguished cries and Aji's patient, consoling words while Hussain sat outside tents and Dhyamappa nonchalantly smoked a beedi. The night got dark and then it started getting lighter and lighter. The cock locked in the scoop crowd, and with the rising sun, we heard the sounds of a baby's cry. Aji opened one window pane and announced, Hussain, you are blessed with your son. He looks just like your father, Muhammad Shah. Perambi had a tough time, but God is kind. Mother and child are both safe and healthy. Slam! The door shut again. But this time outside we grinned at each other in joy. Hussain knelt down and said a prayer of thanks. Then he jumped and knocked on the door, wanting to see the baby. It remained shut. And she was not entertaining any visitors till she was done. Your clothes are dirty, she shouted from inside. First have a bath, wear clean clothes, and then come in. Otherwise, you will infect the baby and mother. Hussain rushed to the bathroom, which was just a thatched partition, and poured buckets of clean water from the well onto himself. Even after he rushed in, I could hear only Aji's voice. Perambi, my work is over. I have to rush home. Today is my husband's death ceremony. There are many rituals to be completed. The priest will arrive any time, and I have to help them. I will leave now, and if you want anything, send word through Hussain. Perambi to a woman delivering a baby is like going to deathbed and waking up again. Be careful, Mehboobi. Please keep Perambi's room clean. Don't put any new clothes on the baby. They will hurt him. Wrap him in an old clean dhoti. Don't kiss the baby on his lips. Don't show the baby to everybody. Don't keep touching him. Boil the drinking water and immerse an iron ladle in that. Perambi should drink only that water. I will send a pot of homemade ghee and soft rice and rasam for Perambi to eat. Now I have to go. Bhimappa is supposed to come and clean the garden today. If I am late, he will run away. By now she had allowed the window to be opened. I peeped in and saw the tired but joyous face of Perambi and a tiny chubby vision of Muhammad Saab, Hussein's father, asleep on the cane tree. The neem leaves were hanging, the cactus was kept in a corner, and the fragrance of the lubana had filled the entire room. Aji also looked tired, and there was a sweat on her forehead, but she was cleaning her accessories vigorously in the hot water and wiping them before placing them carefully back in her wooden box. Just we were out about to leave, Hussain bent down and touched Aji's feet. In a choked voice he said, Ambakai, I do not know how to thank you. We are poor, and I cannot give you anything, but I can thank you sincerely from the bottom of my heart. You are a mother of 100 children. You have blessed my son by bringing him into this world. He will never stray from the correct path. Aji touched him on his shoulder and pulled him up. There were tears in his eyes too. She wiped them and said, Hussain, God only wants us to help each other in difficult time. Perambi is after all like another Akawa to me. By now the sun was up and I followed Aju back home without stumbling. Dhyamappa was strolling lazily far behind us. One doubt was worrying me and I had to clear it. Aji, you have given birth only to 10 children. Why did Hussain say you are a mother of 100? Aji smiled and adjusting the pillow that was slipping off her head. Because of her brisk walk, she said, Yes, I have given birth only to 10 children. But these hands have brought out 100 children in our village. Akawa, I will pray that you become the mother of 100 children, irrespective of the number of you yourself give birth to. Food for thought. Rekha is a very dear friend, and our families have known each other for generations. Since I hadn't seen for a long time, I decided to visit her. I picked up the phone and dialed her number. Her father Rao, who is like a father to me, picked up the phone. Hello. We exchanged greetings and I said, Uncle, I am coming to your homes for lunch tomorrow. Her father, a botanist, was very happy. Please do. Tomorrow is a Sunday and we can relax a little bit. Don't run up quickly, he replied. The city such as Bangalore, going from Jayanagar to Malleshwaram on a weekday usually takes a minimum of 2 hours. Traveling on Sunday is much easier because it takes only half the time. When I reached her home the next day, I could smell that lunch was almost ready, and yet the aromas waiting in from the kitchen indicated to me that the day's menu would somehow be different. None of the typical Karnataka dishes were laid out on the table, and the kitchen was, in fact, quite bland for my taste. I may be a simple sari, but I am a foodie. Rekha, is a lunch specially arranged so that I don't come again? I joked as one can with an old friend who will no misunderstand and take offense. Rekha's father laughed heartily. Well, he sighed. Today is my mother's Shraddha Ardhita anniversary. And this day we always prepare a meal from indigenous vegetables. What it means by indigenous? I was perplexed. Aren't all the vegetables available in our country indigenous? Except perhaps ones like cauliflower, cabbage and potato? Oh my god. You have just brought up and wrong topic on the wrong day with the wrong person, exclaimed Rekha in the mock dismay. After lunch, I think I should just leave you with my father and join you both later in the evening. This will take at least 4 hours of your time. I knew that Rekha's father was a botanist, but it was then that I realized that he was passionate about this subject. Though I had known him for a really long time, I had never seen this face of the personality before. Probably he had been too busy during his working years, while we had been too busy playing and fooling around. Is this really true, uncle? I asked. He nodded. Since I come from a farmer's family on my paternal side, I have always had a fascination for vegetables. I knew vaguely about the things we could grow, the seasons to grow them in, and the ones that we could not grow, including the reasons why. However, whenever I broached the subject with friends interested in agriculture and farming, I never really received a proper answer. Finally, here was a man more than willing to share his knowledge with me. I couldn't resist. You know, Rekha, I said, it's difficult to get knowledgeable people to spend time explaining their subject matter to others. Today, Google is like my grandmother. I log into the website anytime. I require an explanation of something I don't understand, I want to learn about. Right now, you are logging on to an encyclopedia. Rekha smiled and glanced at her father affectionately. The conversation drifted to other subjects as we ate lunch. The meal consisted of a rice, sambar without chilies, dal with black pepper and not chilies, gorikai, cluster beans, methi saag, cucumber raita, and rice payasam. It was accompanied by the udhin vada with black pepper. There was a pickle and some plain yogurt on the side too. After we had eaten this lunch, well suited for someone recovering in a hospital, Rekha's father said, Come, let's go to the garden. Rekha's family owned an old house on the corner of the street. Her grandfather had been in the British Railways and was lucky enough to buy the corner plot at a low price and had built a small home with a large garden there. In a city like Bangalore filled with apartments and small places, the garden was something of a privilege and a luxury. Mahaparivajaya.